Well, we got most of our videos. You got one of the longest videos in video history, the 2-year-old video. Amy joined in, so we had a marking, grading of all the 2-year-olds. It's 2 videos. It cut off at the 30-minute mark, well over an hour, talking about all the 2-year-olds and what we thought of them. Jason was here and Amy was here. I wanted to do the 3-year-olds and get through them. I was rather pleased with almost everybody on Thursday. The way the horses are racing too. Pull the Shoes has had a great start to the year. So let's get right into it. Arson, probably going to train him around 59 or 2 minutes next week. 56 the week after that. We'll qualify him once and then decide what we're going to do. I think he'll almost be right up until his first stake race. I think he's a little earlier in May, the first stake that he's paid into. The plan is to race him in the first 2 sire stakes in Pennsylvania, which, if he did well, would make him eligible to the final of the Consolation if we so choose to race him in it, and then take him down to Oak Grove and stay in Kentucky for the summer as we did last year. That's the plan for Arson. He's been training back very, very good. I watched Jason McGinnis train him the other day, and he looked really, really good. Blanton's Blue got picked off the other night, but that was more just him being Blanton, being green and stupid and not doing his work the best he can do it, which is fine. He's a green 3-year-old. He was 3rd and has a 1st. He'll be very effective in that class, and we can price him after that and race him straight through into the non-winners of 7 until the New York Excelsior Series starts up. So it should be an effective season for Blanton's Blue straight through to the New York Sires. Born to Dance is in Wednesday. We did price him. We just wanted to make sure we got him in a soft spot. Nobody really claims out of there, and quite frankly, it's not like he's a diamond in the rough. He's just a meat and potatoes type 3-year-old pacer for Ohio. We should have fun with him this year, but we want to make sure we manage him properly. So he's in the right place on Wednesday. Did not know. Likely been around 210, 212 today, I believe, with Dominic around Mohawk. Actually, I don't know if he would have taken her to Mohawk. It might be first line, but I'll get an update from Dominic. But still closing in on getting ready for her 2024 season. Dominion must be close to going to Mohawk for Harry. I got an update from Harry on most horses. He said that this guy had been in 15 last week, so close to getting ready to go to the track. Don't Talk About Bruno is at the track training today. So again, I believe he is anyway. Been around 210, 212 with Don't Talk About Bruno. Very happy with Bruno. Drebin qualified 58 last quarter and 28. Just so impressed with the way this horse has looked and continues to look. We all had high expectations from this year, and he isn't there yet, obviously, quite a ways from where we want him to be, but a very impressive looking start. I know he was training him today and racing him next Thursday at Mohawk. Electric Line is no longer with us. We sold Electric Line last week and just moved on. We got rid of the horse. So that's over with. Flash Fly also missed her qualifier the other day, made a break. She's just a tricky filly. You got to know her, and it was a lot to ask Jason to do. I'll go with her next Thursday morning, and I've always been very, very impressed with Flash Fly, and I doubt that will change anytime soon. So I will qualify her Thursday at Mohawk. George of the Jungle is at Mohawk today training. He's a couple of weeks away, I would imagine. Maybe a week or 2 from schooling, 3 weeks at the latest from qualifying. Great Bet also at Mohawk, I believe, training this week. Dominic's been happy with how he's training down, man. He is a good-looking colt. He's a big, big boy as he heads into 2024. Green Tea looked very good qualifying the other day. First time behind the gate, 2 minutes and 3/5 last quarter and 28-3. Looks like he's going to be a player at some level in Kentucky this year, but we'll be heading to Kentucky for a maiden, not this week, but the following Monday or Tuesday. Very pleased with Green Tea. Gypsy Hill will likely be qualifying Thursday. What we do with him after that, I don't know. We'll see how he goes Thursday first. Gypsy Hill is just a really, really nice colt. I'd like to see him get a great start to the 2024 season. So we'll see how that plays out. A number of paths for this guy moving forward. We'll see how it plays out here in the next week or so, how it starts to play out. Hallie in the Clouds was at Mohawk today prepping for next week's race. She gets stake race coming up around the 11th or 12th of April. Now there's 2, I guess, this week coming up. I'm Fancy Like, really good qualifier from her. She'll be in this coming Saturday, so a week from today. She'll be racing at Northfield Park. Irresistible Sun will be qualifying this week. We'll likely throw the hobbles on him. He's really close to his elbows trotting. We'll take the bell boots off him and qualify him on Thursday. J-Port Beach Boy is training down. I don't know how close he is. I know he wasn't at Mohawk today, so probably, I'm going to guess around mid 20 with J-Port Beach Boy. Lonely Lakewood had that operation, done that procedure, just trim up some stuff in his throat. He was had a rather large ulcer on his palate when he was scoped the other day, so we opted to be a little more aggressive with that, sent him over to Brown's Clinic, and they cleaned him up nicely. He'll start training probably this week, middle of the week. Lovers Play is racing in Kentucky on Tuesday, so I'm eager to race Lovers Play, get her back in the swing of things. I need to get her racing full-time now. McPaisley, same thing as J-Port Beach Boy. I think been around 2022 if I'm not mistaken. Dominic keeps moving forward with her. Mel Gibson has been in 2-2 and a bit, 2-3, but even today made a noise jogging. I think we're going to take him out of harness for this week and put him in the aqua treadmill, inject his palate, put him in the aqua treadmill, and let that throat cool down. I don't really know what is going on and why he's making that noise. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with his mechanics, so we'll see how this plays out this week. But he's there. He's ready. I think it's more likely than not now he's going to skip the Bunker Hill. If I was to really been pressed on the issue, I believe he'll likely skip the Bunker Hill and head to Indiana for the non-winners of 2 series that we're paying him into. The Expression, I think it's called. Obviously, quite a purse difference. But at the same token, we need to get Mel Gibson where he's a little more comfortable right now. Now, that may change this week. There's still a fairly fluid situation. But Mel Gibson, need to get him to relax. So probably he'll be on the aqua treadmill all week, and we'll train him up real good next Friday. And then after that, we'll make a decision if he's going to qualify right away or if we have to change anything more with him. Memory and Imagination, maybe not qualifying him yet. We'll wait another week, but he's more than ready to start qualifying. He looked very, very good training this week. Militant really actually floored me a little bit. I was impressed. I was impressed with Militant's training on Friday at Northfield Park. I think he looked great. I think he's going to be a player on Tuesday at Oak Grove. So we'll see. Mounds for All, I thought qualified rather well. Oopsie. I thought Mounds for All qualified rather well on Thursday. I thought he looked good. I'm very happy with the way he is progressing. Obviously, quietly some high hopes given his lineage. He is his family history. He is a half brother to Tactical Mounds, who was ultra impressive in her qualifying debut of 2024. Paycheck Princess, she trained okay on Friday. I'm going to defer until I get a chance to race her. She was okay on Friday. Did her work well. No boots on her, no issues. I just want to see what she can do. She qualified in 57, come 27-4. She should be a player Tuesday at Oak Grove. Pickpocket, been jogging good by all accounts. I guess we can start training him next week. Likely middle of the week we'll train him 1.5 miles, and then we'll come back with a mile for Pickpocket in the bike probably. We'll see how that plays out. We might train him a slow mile Tuesday actually and come back to the bike Friday. Saturday I'm in Ontario, so we'll see how that plays out this week. But he's looking good. Prince Charmer will qualify no problem with the hobbles on. We'll get the hoops on him for Thursday. Pull the shoes his week off. She'll start racing when the Meadows goes back to racing. Punch the Clock. I don't want to jinx it. I think she's in full. I hope she's in full. We had to move her to the premier section, but whatever. We'll see. We'll know more this week. Purple People Eater trained good on Friday at 1.5 miles. She will qualify, so we have 6 more to qualify Thursday at the Meadows. Or Thursday at Northfield. Yeah, there's no rush because they don't race this week at the Meadows. Yeah, we have a lot going on this week at the Meadows, or this week at Northfield Park. Qualifiers, I might school. Maybe I'll school Memory and Imagination. Maybe I will. We'll see. Ready for Landing is training right now, getting ready to come back to the races in Ontario. Really don't care. It has to be schooling this week coming up, I would imagine. In fact, I bet Harry has her at Mohawk today training. Sedona Hill, yes, I went in today. It was raining, and I said, no, put the hobbles on that filly. I want to make sure she's all right. I jogged her around. She was pretty good, and then I busted her. I busted her a quarter in 28 seconds with the hobbles on. So she took to them quite well. She'll be racing. She'll be qualifying again this week. Sunset Acres Girl continues to jog. We'll start training her later on. There's no rush to even have her ready till the latter part of May. Sweeney hit his elbow the other day. No problem there. We'll train him up. Probably race him a week from Wednesday at Northfield Park. Time is on my side, is getting close. He'll be ready for that stake race starting April 12th. So not, I'm going to say not the Thursday or Friday coming, but a week from the Thursday or Friday, I believe. Vaquero Blue Chip, Victory Blue Chip will both likely be qualifying next week. I hope he qualifies him because he does have that stake race in, both of them do, but Victory Blue Chip will likely stay in Ontario. If he's as good as Harry and James says he is, he'll likely stay in Ontario. And Vaquero Blue Chip does have the series at the Pennsylvania. We'll see how that plays out. Widespread Watch Your Mouth training down still and looking good from what I've been told from Harry's camp. He looks amazing, actually, in the barn anyway. Widespread Panic is going to Mohawk today, I would imagine, to train. And Winter Bells, not at Mohawk today, but training at First Line Training Center and getting closer to going to Mohawk. So all these horses, all our sophomores will be racing in 14 to 21 days. Most of them are ready to go right now. The top of the food chain here in the States will be ready within the next 14 days, but just prepping them and drilling down them a little bit, just prolonging their start this year. So with that, I'll let you guys go. We have the race horses. I'll be back in a second with the race horses. But your 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds, everything you're updated on, except for the race horses. I'll get to them in just a second.